Yes people, what is happening? It is Adam Donnelly here and welcome back to the YouTube channel, and today we are going to be doing a Q&A. So on my Instagram, if you haven't already, follow me. Let's get to 20k. Let's fucking set 20k as a target, alright? Help me get to 20k, follow me on Instagram. But I posted an anonymous link on my Instagram story and I asked all of you guys to fire any questions that you wanted to know about me, about business, my life, training, nutrition, fitness, TikTok, Branston pickles, anything that you want to know. And today I'm going to be answering the questions. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's do it. Okay, question one. Some nosy fucker is asked, how much do I make a month? Well, unfortunately, I'm not going to answer that question, alright? And it does obviously vary, like, month to month, obviously. Like, recently it's been good because, you know, I've been picking up clients and stuff like that, but you could have some months where, you know, like 20 people could drop off. So it is, like, it's such a weird kind of business. It is strange. I'm definitely a lot more kind of, you know, financially grounded now compared to maybe when I first started PT. I just didn't really have any kind of like rules or anything to follow for clients that came on board, so a lot of the times I did, you know, struggle with people messaging me on the day that they were meant to pay and saying, oh, I can't pay anymore, etc, etc. Whereas now, like, I have kind of more things in place to avoid that happening. I've just got a much more professional setup. So that's actually an piece of advice to any PT that's getting started. Make sure you've got a terms and conditions because it might fuck you over. I'm not going to answer that, alright, because it is obviously, like, very personal, but it's a good amount. Let's just say it's a nice amount for my age, pretty much. So yeah, sorry that I couldn't really answer that one. What is my dream house? My dream house, I don't really have like a specific location or anything, but my dream house would be somewhere sunny all year round that overlooks the beach. Like, overlooks a beach and just the ocean for miles and miles and miles. I could sit there all day, every day, just sitting looking out at that, like having a coffee, and just, that's the dream. So I will have that, trust me, mark my words. Everything that I speak into, what's the word, everything that I speak, I make sure that it turns into existence and it turns into real life. So mark my fucking words, in the future I'm going to have that big house in somewhere sunny that overlooks the ocean. You can bet your bottom dollar, man, that it's happening for sure, man, for sure. Okay, question 3. Would I ever compete in a bodybuilding show? No, to be honest with you, no. I mean, you never know obviously what the future holds potentially. Like, I'm never going to say never, but yeah, just nah. To be honest, it just doesn't really interest me, to be honest. I do enjoy training, obviously. I love going to the gym, I love training, but just, yeah, not like that seriously. Like, I don't really like seriously take training like really intense, as in it's like I'm getting ready for a bodybuilding show or anything. And obviously currently I'm going through this photo shoot prep just now, so it pretty much has been like a bodybuilding prep. And I can tell you something, I'll never fucking do it again. Nah, I might do it again, but yeah, to answer your question, no, like, I've not got any interest in competing in bodybuilding at all. What is my biggest fear? Ooh. Biggest fear, I hate heights. I absolutely hate heights. I don't mind going in things like roller coasters and that, and I know it's like how, but because I'm like strapped in and stuff, I'm okay. But see things like looking over like balconies that are really high up, and oh, it's made my hands so sweaty even talking about it. I just get the fear that I'm just going to fall over, and I think it's that whole like you're falling and you can't do anything about it. You know what I mean? Oh. Fuck, I'm gonna stop talking about this, I hate that shit. What is my favourite exercise in the gym? Oh, there is a incline, like, plate loaded hammer strength press. I like that. I think that's quite a tasty wee movement. But again, like, see, to be honest, nothing recently, because like I explained in the video, like, no energy and stuff like that. The strength has just not been there, so you know, it's not fun going in and training, and it's just every session shit. So I'm really looking forward to jumping back in that machine again, as well as all exercises and machines, and really progressing the numbers. But I would say that incline plate loaded press for sure. Next question: I shit my pants at school. Cool. I sharted at the mall. Cool. This is the risk you run with posting anonymous links, alright? I sharted at the mall. Tell me a random fact. There is more chickens than there is humans on the planet. Let that sink in. Okay, next question, I like this. Where would you advise to start for a personal training business with the end goal being all online? Now, the first thing to do is, and I know this is going to sound crazy, but just get started, alright? If that's posting on Instagram or posting a few stories or making a few TikToks, just get started, alright? Because I've spoke about this before in previous videos, but I have been somebody when I qualified to become a PT that I just put it off and off and off. I didn't start an Instagram, I didn't get a logo made because I was terrified. I was terrified of putting my first post out and thinking people are going to be talking about me and stuff like that. Again, it's a hard mindset to get into, but when you do, and when you get into the mindset of I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks, says, cares about me, then you will become bulletproof and you will not care what you post and anything, and that's when I've really noticed everything picking off. So first of all, get started, get a logo made, get some good branding made, and content. I cannot stress that enough. This is the day and age of getting clients nowadays. It's not, you know, word of mouth in and around a gym or giving out business cards. It is social media, alright? You need to be on top of your content game and need to be consistent with it, and you need to be hungry for it as well, right? It's such a saturated market. There is so many PTs out there. So what differentiates you away from everybody else, alright? What makes you stand out? What makes you different? And I'm always in the mindset of I need to constantly graft, I need to constantly work hard, because see if I'm lying about in bed with my finger up my arse, there's going to be somebody that's going to be getting ahead of me, and I can't have that, alright? So you need to be ready to put an absolute shift in. People might look at you wanting to be an online coach and think, oh, you're fucking just sitting in the house on your ass, like recording videos and doing nothing. This shit is a lot of work, alright? A lot of work, right? I mean, I'll talk about my personal example. Obviously I've got the photo shoot and stuff going on just now, so everyone's a wee bit kind of crazier, but I mean, for the second I'm up in the morning to the second I go to bed at night, I'm essentially working, I'm doing stuff, I'm editing videos, I'm recording, I'm replying to clients, and I know that's all part of the job, but it is very, very non-stop. So just be willing to put your absolute all into it. Be bulletproof, don't care what anybody says or thinks about you. Post consistently and watch it pick up, mate. And trust me, see when you get to that goal of being fully online. I thought it was going to take me a good kind of 5 to 10 years of building up clients or getting online, but I started posting on TikTok, Instagram, and that all picked up. And about a year and a bit down the line after qualifying, here I am fully online with a really good client base. So it goes to show it can be done. So stand out from the rest, alright? This person wants to know, dogs or cats? Dogs all day long. I've actually got nothing against cats. I actually quite like cats as well, but I would just always choose to have a dog. I had a dog pretty much all my life, and I wouldn't even say a dog, I'd say my wee brother. I'll leave him around the screen here. He passed away in last February time, so like not this February but last year. And see, to be honest, like I've never really felt a kind of pain like it, to be honest. Like, I don't know, see whenever I seen people that had dogs and like they lost them and stuff and they were so distraught and upset, I didn't really, not that I didn't understand it, but obviously I hadn't went through it before, and like maybe you're looking at it like for that kind of outside perspective, like, oh, it's only a dog, but wee Mario was like a wee brother to me. I'm actually getting so sad talking about him because I miss him, but after time, like, it gets so much easier. Like time is a healer, it's with everything obviously, but at first obviously like you're distraught, like you're absolutely gutted, and then as time goes on you look back and you're like, do you know what, we gave him such a good life, he had a really long happy life and stuff as well. But miss that wee guy, man. I miss my wee brother, because like, I mean, I had Mario since I was what, like 5 or 6, round about that age. and he died when I was what, like 21, 22, so pretty much like my whole life I've lived with him, so oh my god. Yeah, I miss him, but like I said, I'm so happy that we gave him such a good life and he's in a better place now. But yeah, dogs. Dogs. Okay, next question. Your videos have helped me with my cut a lot as we are going through a similar process. My question is, what is your next goal after the photo shoot is finished? First of all, mate, mate or matess, I'm glad that you're using the videos and you're using them as inspiration. It's helping you through your fat loss, your weight loss journey. Thank you for watching, thank you for supporting, I appreciate it. And I like hearing stuff like that, seeing, knowing that, you know, people are taking like education away from the videos and they're taking motivation away from my story and using it to better themselves. That's why I do what I do, man. I love hearing that shit, so yeah, class. My goals after the photo shoot is to just live like a normal human being again, to be honest. One of the things that I'm actually most excited about the photo shoot finishing is just so I can kind of push my food back up to like my maintenance calories and just kind of chill on that, be a bit fuller and enjoy training again. Because see, right now, like, I'll be honest with you, I kind of hate training, and it's because my food is that low, my energy's that low, that every session's pretty much shit. I know going into it that I'm not going to be like chasing or progressing like numbers or progressing my list, so I'm really excited to actually get the itch back for training again and build a bit of size. So I will be looking to kind of move into like a gaining phase, like a bulk, but doing it properly this time, doing it nice and slow, minimising any sort of kind of fat gain or anything, and also just living life again, to be honest with you, man. Like, you know, if I want to go out for dinner, like, I'll go out for dinner and stuff like that, like, whereas just now, obviously, this whole year's just been so restrictive. So the goal is just to enjoy training again and live life like a normal human being. Next question, what is the key to staying motivated during a weight loss journey? I like this question. Now, motivation's a funny one, alright? A lot of people think that when they start like a fat loss process or anything like that, that they're going to be super motivated every single day. And I'm here to tell you that it does not work like that, unfortunately, alright? There's a lot of days where I wake up and I'm like, ah, fuck this, I can't be arsed, I cannot be bothered doing this. But that's when I don't look to motivation, that's when I look to my discipline kicking in, being like, ah, get your finger out and just get it done anyways. And then after it, you feel amazing for doing it. In terms of motivation, I absolutely love this quote from Conor McGregor. I absolutely love it. I have it downstairs on a poster in my office. When you are about to quit, remember why you started. That should be your big driving motivating factor there, alright? If you ever feel like going off track or just packing the whole thing in, remember the person that wanted to get started and why they wanted to get started. It was because they were sick and tired of feeling unhappy, feeling low in confidence, and they wanted to change. And if that person back then was to hear you now saying that you're going to fucking quit, they'd be laughing at you because you've got such a good opportunity here, and what, you're just going to give it up because you can't be bothered? No, that person would want you to stick in and they would be thanking you for it, for doing so. So always remember why you got started and always have the end goal in mind. Okay, next question. Your worst personality characteristic? That's a hard one, by the way. It's like asking you to name what the worst thing about yourself is. Personality wise, I'd say I'm a pretty fucking great guy. No, I'm kidding on. What is my worst personality trait? I don't know, man. Maybe I need to ask my girlfriend or like my pals or something, or my mum and dad. I don't know. What is my worst personality trait? Maybe like I'm shit at replying to people. Like sometimes, like, you see my phone and like I'm so busy all the time. That might be one. I know obviously sometimes my pals might message me or like phone me and stuff, but I've just get sometimes that much going on where maybe I don't answer the call as much. But that's not to say, like, see if any of my pals needed me, I would fucking drop anything in a heartbeat to be there for them, like no matter what. But maybe if it's just wee daft kind of messages and stuff, I'm brutal for getting back. So maybe that, and it might come across as rude to people, and I'm sorry if you are feeling personally attacked by this. Like, I'm just that busy like all the time that sometimes obviously like wee messages slip, and I've got a million and one things running through this crazy head of mine that I forget sometimes. And it's not rudeness, it isn't, because like I said, see if anybody needed me to be there for them, I would be there for anybody in a heartbeat. I would do anything for anybody in a heartbeat. But sometimes my messages need improved. They do. How am I doing mentally? Whoa, fucking deep again, man, deep. Yeah, I'm cool. I think I'm cool. I think I'm cool, to be honest. I'm doing good. You know, like I said, like I don't want this to sound like I'm pure like complaining or anything about everything that's went on recently, but it is quite hard like to kind of wrap your head around like everything that's went on like recently over the past kind of however many months it is, 7-8 months or whatever. Like I said earlier in the video, like I'd literally never done YouTube, I didn't post on TikTok, I'd posted a few things on Instagram obviously for the PT business, but I'd never actually like taken content seriously. And then literally like last May or June or whatever, everything just went like crazy, like bonkers crazy. Like my TikTok grew like rapidly, and you know, things like Branston got in touch to do adverts, and like I get the My Protein sponsorship, and my business went absolutely mental. I quadrupled probably my business and stuff like that. So everything's just been mental. And you know, people are like, how the fuck do you do all that, and how do you do everything that you do and stuff? And to be honest, I'm just on like flight mode now. I don't even think about it. It's just what I need to do, pretty much. And I'm not complaining about it, obviously, do you know what I mean? Like I said, I love my job and I love everything in life and stuff. It's just been a bit kind of crazy to like get your head around. And listen, I do not want this to sound like I'm cocky or anything, I'm really not meaning this to be, but like even things like people like recognising you in public and coming up to you, and I do feel like sometimes maybe like not like everywhere, but I mean like sometimes maybe about where I stay, and like when I go to Glasgow or Edinburgh and stuff, like sometimes I kind of catch people kind of like staring at me a wee bit, because I would say, again, I'm not saying this in a cocky way, but I would say like I'm one of like the big kind of names in Scotland, like on TikTok and stuff like that. And obviously it's such like a young audience as well, so like probably quite a lot of like young people do know who you are and stuff like that. And it is a bit weird, like people kind of coming up to you in public and like talking to you, and they know who you are before you've actually ever met them or and stuff like that, do you know what I mean? So like I just mean like that collectively with everything else that's went on in the past so many months, everything's just happened so quickly. And it's been a bit of a whirlwind. Again, I'm not complaining. I'm so grateful for all the experiences and all the opportunities that I've been able to have recently, and I'm so excited for the future as well, because yeah, it is, it's massively exciting, and yeah, it's just been crazy. So mentally I'm fine, man. Like obviously I went away to Tenerife, and it was much needed, because I think obviously this year, since the 1st of January, since that photo shoot prep started, along with everything that's kind of went on like business wise, and that's went crazy as well, I just feel, yeah, I felt a wee bit kind of just a bit like, not that I was going insane or anything, like I don't mean like that, but just a bit like, right, every single day was just the exact same. Wake up, go in the stairs, come back in that wee office, do check-ins, and it was like every single day was just the exact same over and over and over again. And I can't have that release of, you know, maybe going out at the weekend, relaxing, going out for a dinner and a few drinks. I don't have that available still. So it's been a bit kind of crazy. This year's been a bit intense, but I've got some big plans for the rest of the year, and I've got a lot of trips away. I'm going to like Miami, no I'm not, I don't know why I'm fucking saying Miami. I've got to Ibiza and Barcelona and Dubai and stuff like that, so I'm definitely going to make up for it. But mentally, yeah, I'm cool, man. I'm just getting along. I wouldn't really say like I kind of struggle mentally or anything at all. I would say maybe like a wee bit of anxiety, but who doesn't have a bit of anxiety nowadays? But yeah, no, I'm doing good. Okay, what is my biggest insecurity? This is going to sound weird, but I would still say my weight, alright? And let me talk to you as a former kind of fat kid. I think, you know, when you've maybe like went through your whole life kind of being overweight or being fat and stuff like that, it can really get to you like mentally, and it can, you know, really fuck you up kind of later on in life. Because see right now, right, I have never looked like this in my puff, right? I've never looked this shredded in my life. And when I look at myself, I'm still just looking at the wee fat bits and thinking that it's not good enough and I'm still fat. And I'm looking at videos, I mean, I've got like abs and a six-pack and that, but even though I can see that in videos, like when I'm looking at myself in the mirror, I just can't see that. And it's so warped, so I would still say I'm like deeply kind of insecure about that. And again, like, don't get me wrong, like I wasn't like get pure bullied in school or anything. I hung about with kind of like popular people and stuff like that. Like I didn't really get bullied, but maybe within that group, people would maybe have wee jokes and stuff like that, and I'd play it off as yeah, shut up, mate. But whereas like deep down, it would actually get to me like a lot, and it probably still does, to be honest. Without me kind of realising, like I said, body dysmorphia is a weird thing, man. Even like Chris Bumstead, right, the #1 bodybuilder in the world, like he's done videos pure breaking down crying talking about it, and he's like looking at himself in the mirror and like thinks he looks fucking terrible, and it makes you feel so down, and you're like, bro, you have the #1 physique in the world, and he feels like that. But it gives me comfort knowing that it's not just like me, and that a lot of people struggle with it as well. So I'd probably say I'm still a wee bit insecure about that, even though I shouldn't be, but I am, and that's probably the biggest insecurity I've got, yeah. Okay, leading on from that question is, would you ever take PEDs? So PEDs is just like performance enhancing drugs, which is steroids. Again, no, I've not got any interest in being like a kind of bodybuilder or anything. I still play football, stuff like that. So I've got no interest in taking steroids at all, to be honest with you. I like to train for like longevity, for health reasons, and yeah, I've got no interest in bodybuilding or steroids. I do, however, though, I do seriously commend and respect people that are on them and that are open and honest about it and don't lie about it. There's far too many PTs nowadays, far too many coaches that not only get themselves on steroids and don't tell anybody, but also get their clients on steroids and don't tell anybody, and I hate it. I think it's just such false advertising, and I just think that, you know, there could be like a young guy looking at your transformation or your client's transformation and thinking, oh, I want to look like that, I'm going to sign up for coaching with them. But you failed to mention that the guy's been dragging his arse for 3 years. So yeah, that's kind of went a wee bit sidetracked, but nah, I just wouldn't do it. But again, I do really respect anybody that's on them. I think you need to dedicate your life to it, you need to work hard. I think there's a stereotype maybe with older people thinking like it's cheating or whatever, whereas anybody that I've met on steroids, to be honest with you, and that are open and honest about it, they work a million times harder than somebody that doesn't, because they need to devote and dedicate their life to it. So hats off to you if you're open and honest about it, but no, I do not want to take steroids. Next question, what's my favourite movie? Oh, that's a hard one, man. That is a really hard one. Instantly though, the thing that stands out is just Spider-Man. I've always been obsessed with Spider-Man since I was a wee guy. I remember like after watching the movies, I'd come out in the cinema when I was like 18, when I was like 5 or 6 or whatever, and I'd like be trying to climb up the walls and stuff, and I'd be sitting in a room myself and sitting fucking going like that, trying to shoot webs out my wrist and stuff. So I've always just been obsessed with Spider-Man. And the last year I think it came out, that Spider-Man, oh I forgot the actual name of it, the one where all 3 of them were in it, with Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and I was about to say Peter Parker, and Tom Holland, when they were all in it. Oh my god, like I went to see that in the morning it came out, me and my girlfriend secured tickets, and I was actually like shouting in the cinema like a wee bit, and I was like, Megan, they're fucking all in it, they're all in it, gone mental. So there's not many like movies that kind of make me feel like that, and yeah, Spider-Man's the goal. I love every single one of them, so Spider-Man. Okay, and last question, let's finish on a wee light-hearted one. What time did you go to bed last night? So I am actually a very early sleeper. In between like 9 PM to 10 PM I'll try and fall asleep. Again, I'm just somebody that operates much better like first thing in the morning, very early in the morning as well. I like waking up early, going in, doing my cardio, finishing my work early. Then it means I've kind of got the rest of the day to do stuff like YouTube or TikTok and etc etc. So yeah, I always go to bed in between 9 and 10 PM. I am an early sleeper and an early riser. That is the way that the dawn operates, come on! Guys, that I can't even remember how many questions that was, but thank you so much for watching the Q&A. It was a wee kind of mixture of, you know, light-hearted questions, a wee bit more deeper kind of questions and stuff like that. And I'm a deep guy. I like to get deep, man. I like having, you know, chats that you usually have in somebody's kitchen at 5 in the morning after a night out. So I'm a deep guy, so I enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed the video as well. If you did, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you're new around here as well. Let's help me get to 2,000 subscribers. I can't believe I'm on like 1,300 already. That's class, man. I started YouTube like this year, so it's so good to see that things have been picking up, and it's a graft to get to 1,000 subscribers. So I've seen things kind of pick up a wee bit more now. And I've got big plans for the rest of the year for YouTube. I'm going to proper bash it, and a lot of exciting videos coming up. So yeah, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn on my notifications so you never miss a video ever again. And what's the next video going to be? The next video is going to be my last 1,600 calorie day of eating, full day of eating. So that's going to be the very last one, hopefully ever. And that's going to be the last day of eating on 1,600 calories before my shoot, and then the video after that is going to be my photo shoot and the vlog as well. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you on the full day of eating. Thanks guys.